All right, everybody. What we're looking at, this big side panel on the X5 Dryer, is the built-in filtration system. So you used to spend thousands of dollars, have an external unit, drawing it out of the top. This is by far a much nicer setup. So it's got a little knob down here. Just pull to release. There you go. You can see everything opens up. So a real quick overview. This is the main suction, but this is where it sucks out of the dryer. So you're actually creating suction down here. This little gasket goes up against the door, and you can see this hose. So what you're doing is you're pulling suction from the top down through the hose, and then this little guy. So this is actually removable, and these are your filters. This is your first filter. Let's take these off so everybody can see. Just loosen these little thumb screws here. Now, it is a tight fit, but it has to be to do its job. So I'm just going to kind of set this aside. And as you take these out, they are directional, and they do have the order in which they go in. So this is your foam filter. There's just another cloth filter. Then you get down to that pleated air filter. Looks like something you'd have in your car. And this one's in really good shape. Like, this is nice and dry. This is dry. This is your first line of defense. If you change this one out weekly, this one will last a long time. And then what you really want to make sure is that you're not saturating your HEPA filter. This one's got charcoal in it. I don't know if you can see the beads from the top. They're dry. They're loose. Look at the ones on the bottom. You can even see all the glycol in there. This one needs to be replaced. Now, you might be able to set it out on the loading dock in the summertime and let the sun cook it, but that glycol is going to take a long time to evaporate. And then underneath all of this, that charcoal filter can drip down into this. This is a catch reservoir, so from my thumb down to here. And then I don't know if you can see it or not, but right down here, there's a tiny little gated ball valve drain. There you go. And then here's the lever. If you're going to open it up, make sure you have a pan or something underneath there. You will see pure liquid glycol coming out, and that's the basis of the ink. So this is a big point of maintenance. If you neglect to take care of this, your filtration system is going to be useless, and then all of that steam and the off-gassing from the ink is just going to be in the open air. A little hack, if you will. On mine, because these filters were, surprise, out of stock, couldn't get them. And I needed to do some maintenance. So instead of putting all these filters back in there as a crutch until I could get new filters, I went to the craft store and I bought some foam, like craft foam. And I cut it the same depth as this, and then the height and the width. And I put the whole chunk of foam in there. And then I put this right on top. Didn't have to really screw it down, so the foam actually pressed this up. And then to help create a better seal, I put the door back on. So the door sits something like this, right? I think that's right. There. Backwards. So with just a big foam block in there and then this door back on, it worked really, really well. And I probably spent like, I don't know, $30 in foam. So I cut extra pieces, and every week I will take that foam block out, I'll wash it out in the sink, and then I'll put my spare one in there and let the other one dry. If you can keep up with this weekly, you're doing fantastic. If you let it get away from you, you are going to have a ton of cleaning. You're going to have a ton of liquid to drain out. These filters will absolutely be shot, and you will be buying new ones. So there's nothing wrong with buying the new filters, but that little hack with the foam, definitely less expensive. So it's up to you. Maintain these or replace them. And if you can't get any filters, don't leave it empty. Try that foam trick. It worked out great for me.